Hello, everybody. Hold on. Let me just got a technical difficulty. All right. Hi there, Carrie Ann. Can you hear me? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Can you hear me? Everything going well tonight? I actually hear myself, so I won't ask any further. I'm assuming you can hear me. Hello to everybody on Rumble. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. We're going to have an awesome show tonight. Tracy's running a little late, but she will be with us. And we will have Danielle on with us tonight. She's got an update for us, and I think you're going to find it very, very interesting. Let me see if here's Tracy now. Let me see if I could fix my camera real quick. Just bear with me, everyone. Okay, it should work. Okay, I think we're back to normal. So let me get Tracy and add her to the stage.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. How's everybody?
Everybody seems to be good. We've got people on Rumble. Hello, everybody on Rumble. And we've got a great group here on YouTube. We're going to start the evening on YouTube tonight.
Right.
And then we will move ourselves over to Rumble for the more mature stuff that YouTube can't handle.
Yeah.
But how are you doing, Tracy? How was your New Year?
It was good. It was good.
Very good. And Christmas?
It was nice. Very nice.
I got to tell you, I'm kind of glad it's over.
I am too. I'm ready to start this new year.
Yep, 2025. It's going to be exciting. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually going to bring Danielle on, and then what we're going to do is play her video regarding this new news, and then she will comment on it. So let me add Danielle to the stage. Hey, Danielle, how are you doing?
Hi. I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Very good. Happy New Year.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Hi, Danielle.
She always has some sort of difficulty.
Can you guys hear
us?
Can you hear me? Are we there yet?
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Good.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We hear you. Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay. You're a little choppy, but that's okay. We're going to play your video first, and then maybe you can update everybody on what's going on. So let me I think that nope. Pardon me, guys. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a little while, hasn't it?
Oh, here we go. All right.
And this is interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, this is. Let's see. Can we do a full screen on here? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, everybody. I don't hear anything. Why? All right.
Yeah, the screen is muted.
Is it? Oh, for corn's sake.
Community. Yeah, you see the unmute.
Welcome to Voices for Justice with Danielle. The discovery of Gregory and Cynthia Gobbles' lifeless bodies shocked the small, tight-knit community. Investigators were quick to rule the tragedy a murder self-unaliving. But as sleuths pieced together the evidence, an unsettling question emerged. Was there a third person at the scene? 2 firearms were found at the scene, a 9mm Sig Sauer 365 and a 9mm Smith & Wesson M&P, one of which was recovered near Gregory, although the reports do not specify which. But a key piece of evidence shattered this narrative. Gregory Gobble wasn't killed by either of the 9mm firearms. Instead, the bullet that ended his life was a .22 caliber, one that could not have possibly been fired from the Sig Sauer or the Smith & Wesson. This single fact introduces a chilling possibility. A third weapon, and potentially a third person, was involved. Neither 9mm firearm at the scene could chamber or fire a .22 caliber round. The mismatch between the weapon calibers suggests the presence of an additional firearm, one that was never recovered from the scene. But where did it go? And who could have brought it there? Adding to the mystery, only 2 9mm spent shell casings were recovered from the scene, but 3 shots were fired. So, what happened to the third .22 caliber spent shell casing? The timeline raises even more questions. Did the possible sighting at 803 Howard Ave play a role? Were the 2 9mm guns recovered from the scene red herrings placed there to mislead investigators? And why was Gregory shot once with a .22 caliber weapon and Cindy shot twice with a 9mm? None of the investigators or medical examiners involved in this case are willing to answer questions about the noted discrepancies. Could the truth lie in evidence law enforcement had possession of this whole time? What do you believe happened in the Gobbles' final moments? Could there have been a third person armed with a .22 caliber weapon? I'm including both Cindy and Gregory's autopsy and medical examiner reports, so please take screenshots. Share your thoughts in the comments below and help us piece together this puzzle.
Okay.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
And please, everyone, please follow Danielle, if you would. Let me see, stop screen. Excellent findings. I just want to ask you one question, Danielle, because I noticed when I was reading that one of the forms that you have was that they said that the entrance wound, I don't know which one it was, went in through the front to the back. Did you see that?
Yeah, if that was the white paper, white paper, then it was the autopsy report.
And who was that on the
So
white?
yeah, all of the bullets went front to back, right to left, and up to down, including his wounds. So it was right to left and downward. Typically in self-unalivings, it's an upward trajectory.
Wow. Yeah. Can I
So
see? Would you mind sharing those papers with me?
I think significant.
Yeah. Would you mind sharing that?
Yeah, I think I have. I can send them to you again.
I'd love to read that.
Like right now?
Something. Yeah. Whenever you get a chance. But that's. I mean, the 22 alone
Yeah.
is questionable, but yeah, I could see from Tracy's face, I think she caught that too. The
Yeah.
trajectory, yeah.
Yeah. This is not this way off.
Right.
Another Micah. It's like another Micah case.
Right.
Yeah. And let me just ask
Yeah.
you this.
One
Where
of
was it that
the-
you heard? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you can ask. That's fine.
Okay. No, where was it that you heard that the wife had passed way before he did?
Okay. So I, in reading through the autopsy reports, her state of decomposition seemed so much greater than his.
Right.
And
It was it was advanced.
I had been trying to find, yeah. So I had been trying to find a forensic pathologist, a coroner, somebody. And when I was, I still just wanted to find an answer. And so initially I consulted with Chat GPT. Okay. And Chat GPT confirmed it for me. But then I ended up speaking with somebody who works for a coroner's office. And they had the coroner take a look at the documents, and the coroner did confirm that she would have died at least 8 hours prior to him.
Wow.
And then they also took a look at the description of the wounds. And so one of the things that we figure is that, okay, it says Greg was killed by a 22. What if they say, oh, well, that was just a typo? It's impossible, because the measurements of their wounds are consistent with the bullets stated on the medical examiner report. So, for example, Cindy, it said that her wounds were 1.5 to 1.7 centimeters in diameter, which is consistent with the larger 9mm bullet. Whereas Greg, his wound is 0.5 centimeters in diameter, which is about a third, give or take, about a third of the size of the wounds that Cindy had, and that is more consistent with the smaller 22 caliber. So it's they could say it was a typo, but it would all have to be a typo.
Right. Yeah. Right. All of their findings would have to be wrong. Now you said,
I have a
I'm
question
sorry.
too.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. When you said you had someone at a coroner's office look,
Yeah.
was it outside this jurisdiction?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the person is very secretive about where.
I understand that.
So I can't say.
Can you at least confirm that it's not somebody in that jurisdiction?
I don't know specifically where the person works, but I can say that it's not somebody officially in that jurisdiction.
Okay, are
Like,
they
the coroner, the medical examiner offices that I reached out to who actually conducted the autopsy, they refused to answer any of my questions.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. So they're not related to the case in any way.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Also, would you share with everybody on how there was no weapon found that matches his injury? That's really what made you report on this.
Mm-hmm.
What was found and what wasn't found?
Right. So in the itemized evidence list that I received from Iredell County, it said that they recovered a 9mm 6-hour 365, a 9mm Smith & Wesson M&P, and 2 9mm shell casings. But then when you turn to the second page of the medical examiner reports of both Cindy and Gregory, it says what types of bullets actually ended their lives. For Cindy, it said 9mm. And for Greg, it said 22 caliber. And, I was thinking to myself, like, is it possible? And so I started, Googling, and all my Google searches came back. It's not possible. I started reaching out to friends of my dad who work in law enforcement, and they confirmed like that's impossible. I reached out to at least five people who work in law enforcement to confirm it is like not possible unless you have like alterations, like alterations, and then it's like an extra piece. I believe you have to have like an extra piece clip on to make something like that happen.
Okay, and that was not found at the scene. Nothing, not even any weapon.
There was nothing like that.
That would have been able to do this, to unalive Mr. Gobble. And just to remind everybody, the Gobbles were the couple. Were both seen at Solid Rock, or just he was seen at Solid Rock?
So based on the 911 call, just the missing male, so Gregory, was seen at Solid Rock. But there's so much redacted that it's hard to tell. They were both found at around 11 a.m. that next morning. And, if they were last seen by witnesses or from the reports when they were still missing, it was broadcast that they were last seen in the areas of Country Lane, Campbell Road, and Highway 601. And then I found out from my source that's close to the case that there were also apparent sightings in the area of Route 40. It's literally directions from where they lived in Country Lane to Myrtle Beach. Though that's literally how to get there. You go from Country Lane to Country Road to Campbell's Road to Highway 601 to Route 40, and that's a straight shot to Myrtle Beach.
Right. Okay.
And it takes about 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 45 minutes. So there would have been enough time to do a round trip.
Right. Chana Taylor had just said, and let me just show you that. If we can get that up here, where'd she go? That she's got a North Carolina ME that would gladly answer. So, Chana, is there any way that we can connect you with Danielle? If not, then contact me, because Danielle is working for us. She's working with us, Axiom and Created a Class magazine, as a contracted investigative journalist. So if you can't get through to her, then just get through to me, and I will put you two together. Chana, if you absolutely have a medical examiner that she would be able to get some information from, that would be awesome. So just let me know.
Also, my email's in about on my YouTube. If
yes, right.
If Shauna wants to send me an email, I tried to put it into the chat, but I'd have to log in, and I don't want to get kicked out accidentally. So
yeah, right. Voices for Justice with Danielle is the name of the channel that she also puts up all updates on all of these cases. Well, it's all one case, but this is kind of a how would you put it? It's an extension to Micah, So somebody's asking Danielle, what kind of work did Mr. Gobble do? What kind of work was he in?
Yeah. So he trained police canine dogs.
Oh, interesting.
Wow. Thank you, Chana. She's gonna message you. Tell her I'll coordinate with Danielle. Okay, she said that she's gonna coordinate with you. Thank you so much, Chana. That is awesome. And let me tell you something. An Emmy is really, at this point, priceless. That anyone that's willing to answer any questions. So Danielle, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this update. And we look forward to any more updates that you'll have for us. Tracy, you have anything that you want to add with Danielle here?
Yeah, I just think it would be really good to get another coroner or ME to look at this. Consider, someone outside.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is a big find. It's absolutely suspicious. I mean, we know it is,
Mhm. Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's especially
Right.
the time lapse between the two unalivings that showed
Yeah.
up,
Uh-huh.
between the reports. So I
Mhm.
think she's done an excellent job picking this up.
Yeah, absolutely. And a month after
Yes.
Micah. Let's
Yes.
remind
And
everybody.
seems
It
like
was,
they're stacking up. They're stacking
yeah,
up.
exactly. What was it, May 31st or May
Mhm.
30th? Was that the date? Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they went missing on May 29th. The 911
Right.
call came in on May 30th, and their bodies were discovered on the 31st.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, so a little over Micah by a
Yeah.
month.
And it was so redacted. The phone call, it was, I mean,
Right.
yeah, it was every other word was redacted.
Right.
And
Well,
that's
yeah.
interesting too.
Danielle, didn't you get a 911 call that no, Carrie Ann, May, not April, hon, May 31st. That was a little less redacted. Didn't you get a 911 call that had less redaction, or was I mistaken in that?
So I did I edited the video and removed all the redaction sirens. That might be what you were thinking of.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah, yeah. It
because
was horrible.
people were complaining in the comments, and so I edited it out and just had redacted up on the screen, and then they didn't have to listen to that annoying sound.
Yeah, that's a lot of
So
work. Okay. A lot of patience. Good for you,
yeah,
Danielle.
I dedicated a couple of hours to just removing that sound.
I bet.
So
Okay. Well, again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing. We look forward to any more updates that you have. Um, and we're going to say goodnight to Danielle. If you have any questions or any way you can help her, anything, please contact her under Voices for Justice with Danielle, or you can contact me and I will also connect you with Danielle. And until we see you again, Danielle, have a great one. We'll see you soon.
thanks, you two. Thanks so much for having me on.
Okay, hon, take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Wow,
Yeah, great catch.
I'll say, yeah. Well, we always kind of knew that really
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
a catch, that was a mistake. That was a
Yeah.
FOIA mistake. I don't know if Myrtle Beach
Yeah,
meant to send that out.
we had another FOIA mistake back when I sent you some paperwork. Remember the two men from Florida come up all this way to jump in and decided to
Yes. Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
Conway. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Those two. Yeah. I wonder what happened with them.
I don't know. They're probably running around cleaning up. They're part of the
They're
cleanup
not doing a
crew, I
good
guess.
job. They're not doing a good job at all because they're
No,
finding everything.
since
Yeah.
they made such a mess of that one, they're they might not be around anymore. I don't know.
The other incident report that they did not clean up on was Horry County when they had sent out that 911 call from that neighbor who was talking about age trafficking.
Yes.
Remember that? And he
Yep.
was
Absolutely.
Andy, the neighbor. He
Yeah,
was,
he was Andy. I'm gonna let it all out. Here it is.
yeah. God bless him. And he did an interview, I think, on Robbie Harvey, where he stuck to his story. Nothing changed.
Right. He
Yeah.
hadn't
So
changed
God bless him.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah. God bless him. He's wonderful. Okay, so I see that there are a bunch of you on Rumble, and that is awesome. We're going to ask you to take everything over to Rumble. We're going to have to shut down YouTube for the night. Yeah, Andy is tired of the nuisance going on in his neighborhood, Gigi says. Absolutely. And that's exactly what he said. They were tired of being harassed and the craziness that was coming from JP's house. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy is helping the authorities. I would almost be positive that he is. But anyhow, you can find us. I would hope that you could find us on Rumble. We're going to go over to Rumble right now, and only Rumble, because we're going to cover some things that YouTube is not mature enough to handle. And so you can find us in a Created to Class magazine, or let me see if I get the handle right this time.
It's got the numbers in it.
CDEC Mag 12. Either I forget Mag or I forget 12, but let me see if I can even put that in the chat for
Yeah.
you guys. Let's see here. So CDEC Mag 12. I don't think it went through. Of course it didn't. Sorry, guys. Let's try that again. Hey, it's first day of the year. A very exciting year coming.
Yeah, it's already
Thank
started.
you, honey. Dennis, yeah. Mr. C, Mr. D, Mr. G. Oh my goodness. You don't have Rumble. Rumble is for free. Please download it and come find us, because we're going to go on now. We're going to do a 21-minute documentary of some things that need to be brought up now. It's coming to the surface, and we want to report on it before it goes mainstream, which is
Yeah,
just
and this is just touching the surface of it. So
oh yeah,
this will get you started, and then we'll dive deeper.
yeah, and we can talk openly. We can dive deeper on Rumble. So please, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you guys here on YouTube, and we're going to go over to Rumble now and finish the show there. Okay, again, Created to Class magazine at Rumble or CDEC Mag 12. And we will see you guys there. You could also find it under here. You see where it's at the bottom of the screen where it says live on YouTube and live on Rumble under Created to Class magazine. Okay, so we'll see you guys over there, and everybody on YouTube. God bless.